Have you ever encountered t-shirts, shoes, hoodies, caps, or anything else looking so familiar to each other except the brand name printed on them? That's because they were basic white label products with a seller unique design logo on them. This is the meaning of print on demand, a process that allows you to customize white label products with your design and sell them through a supplier under your brand name on pre-order basis. Today, we commonly associate this process with the clothing industry, but in the past it was more related to printing books. Let's start with some quick historical notes. There is evidence that the textile printing already existed in China before the year 220. In Europe, its first apparition was in the 12th century, although it remained quite unknown until recent years. By the 1980s, printers started to spread and their bulk production made print-on-demand services broader and broader. The first direct-to-garment printer was launched in the 90s, and just 10 years later, many competitors were fighting to get a piece of the DTG printing pie. Today, custom products have become the biggest trend in the textile market, and so many brands are riding this industry pushed by the strong demand. From a technical point of view, among the dozen currently available, there are two main printing options: digital printing and screen printing. Let's find out these main printing techniques. It's important to realize the differences between screen printing and digital printing, as is one of the main topics you have to deal with before creating a product. Screen printing concerns the creation of a stencil called screen that is used to apply layers of ink on the printing surface. Each color requires a different stencil that combined with another makes the final look. While digital printing concerns with the creation of artwork using computer software that will process it directly to the surface area of the product for printing. The ink adheres straight to the fabric, so there is no application or heat transfer. Which is the best technique? Digital printing is the best option for design with a higher level of details and intricate patterns, and are printed in smaller quantities. To achieve such accuracy of details, the ink applied is thinner and fits better with lighter colored shirts due to the shining contrast with the design. While screen printing is the best choice if your site requires more vibrant colors, especially for those printed on dark shirts. In this case, the ink applied is thicker than before and creates a brighter effect even on darker backgrounds. Considering that it's a handmade job that requires extra effort in materials and labor time, a minimum order quantity is needed before ordering. Let's talk about now print-on-demand books. Printing book has never been easier today. Professionals and freelancers can create and sell your books for you while you're just waiting at home. Amazon is a great option for buying different things, but it's not the same if you're looking for something unique and personalized, like, for instance, books and gifts. This is only possible on print-on-demand marketplaces, which we would highly recommend if you're willing to create a unique product without necessarily pass through multiple intermediates. Therefore, print-on-demand services usually manage the payment process for you, as well as the shipping and the customer service. Once the checkout is completed, the same provider will deliver the product to the customer within a few working days, usually 3 or 5. Now that we are clear even this topic, let's move to the pros and cons of print-on-demand. Despite the surprising recent growth, print-on-demand, like every other business model, has its own set of pros and cons. But let's start with the pros. First of all, low costs. Unlike traditional retailers, you don't need to invest high capital up front, and in some cases money is not required at all. Print-on-demand marketplaces like Teespring, Redbubble or Merch by Amazon do not require any initial investments, as they will provide you all the necessary features to launch your store. You just need to upload the designs and create your products. But if you want a real store you own, we will better recommend to subscribe to Shopify or create a WordPress website. Both cases around $200 is enough to start. Second, easy to set up. Nowadays, with all the themes, guides, plugins and templates available online, it's quite easy to set up print-on-demand store. There is no need to hire professionals and web designers anymore, which are expensive and not for beginner stages. Only when your store is starting to have consistent results, you could think to scale up further, hiring freelancers that handle all the tasks. No inventory required. Suppliers will take care of all the fulfillment. You just have to focus on creating and promoting products. Then, we have to say that with print-on-demand you have worldwide access to markets. Today, all the major suppliers can ship and deliver products internationally, which means that your potential customers could be limited. Lastly, it's a brand identity. By selling unique products, you're just creating your own brand. This is why at certain levels graphics and photographers become crucial for the brainstorming process, as they could provide you new ideas for your catalog. Of course, if you're already a professional, it's much easier for you to monetize your artwork through the print-on-demand marketplaces. At the same time, it's important to highlight the cons. First of all, we have low profit margins. Definitely it's the main cons, as we are talking about 20-30% of profits on average per sale. So you need big orders to satisfying results. Secondly, low quality materials. It's common for those providers who care exclusively about the margins, not customer satisfaction, as they prefer to reduce expenses as much as possible. That could be so harmful to the shopping experience of your store, no matter how beautiful your design might be. Be aware of this before choosing cheap services. Third, high competition level. Print-on-demand industry has grown up incredibly fast during the years. Thousands of artists are creating new designs, uploading them every day in every marketplace possible. Socials are full of sponsorships and ads with new trends of the moment. So it's important not to give up during the first months of no sales and to be as much as active as possible through your social platforms. If you are constantly uploading and promoting, sooner or later results will arrive. Lastly is the learning curve. It could take time to research the right niche, create good designs, set up stores and advertise it. If you're not willing to spend much time on it and learn new procedures and techniques, maybe print-on-demand is just no good for you. So be aware of your goals at the time you are willing to spend, because maybe it's not so worth it for you. In the end of the day, many challenges need to be faced before running a print-on-demand store efficiently. If you are conscious about the challenges, you might have the right mindset to complete in this field. With talent, passion, hard work, there is just no limit you can encounter in a business like this, with no barriers and no borders. It's all upon you, your grind and your dedication. So let this journey begins. Thank you for watching. If you appreciate this video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, write a comment, and don't miss any new future uploads. See ya!